Welcome to Cooking with Candice, and today we're going to be making Dal Makhani. Dal Makhani is not just a dish, it's a legacy of North India. This rich and creamy dal was born in Punjab, where black lentils and rajma, also known as red kidney beans, were slowly cooked overnight on a traditional fire. The word makhani comes from mukhan, meaning butter, and yes, that buttery flavor is what makes this dal so special. What started as a simple farmer's meal later became a royal favorite, and today it's loved all over the world. Every spoon of dal makhani is about patience, slow cooking, and deep flavors, and today I'm sharing my version with you. What you're going to need for this recipe is 2 tablespoons of ghee, 5 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 tablespoons of coriander, 2 tablespoons of Kashmiri chili powder, 2 tablespoons of garlic paste, 1 tablespoon of ginger paste, 3 tablespoons of regular butter, 1 cup of black lentils, a half cup of chana dal, half cup of red kidney beans, and 2 tablespoons of Kasuri Methi. The first thing you're going to need to do is grab a large bowl and get your black lentils, your chana dal, and your red kidney beans and soak them overnight. I have already soaked it, and this is how it looks. After you've soaked everything overnight, you're gonna have to wash everything. So you put it in the sink and you use cold water and you go like this. You thoroughly clean them. And once it looks murky like this, you're gonna wanna keep on cleaning it. You dump out the water and you keep on adding more clean water until you don't see this murky water anymore. It's very important that you clean all these thoroughly because it takes the bitterness out of it, and you will see that the black lentils have turned green. Then we're gonna fill 1 liter, 4 cups of water, and we're gonna pour it in here. And then we're gonna do a half liter more, so 2 more cups. Okay. I'm gonna put this in the pressure cooker for 20 minutes. High for 20 minutes. Okay, so now we're gonna make the sauce. So we're gonna turn the burner to medium, and then we are going to add, once that's hot, we're gonna add the ghee. So ghee going down, let that melt a little bit. Melt. And once this is melted, we are going to add the butter. I'm gonna wait for this to melt a little bit as well before we start adding other things. Okay. Once that's all melted, we are going to be adding ginger or garlic paste. Garlic paste. And then we're gonna add our ginger paste. We gotta make sure this doesn't burn, so we have to mix this around. And then we're gonna add our Kashmiri chili powder and our coriander powder. Mix that thoroughly. Make sure that's all mixed up. And then we are going to add our tomato paste. You can also use blended tomatoes for this, but we're using tomato paste today. Okay, keep mixing. And after mixing for a few minutes, you're gonna turn it off and just wait for the pressure cooker, your lentils, to be ready. All right, and then we're gonna grab another pan and get this hot as well. And this is the pan we're gonna be using to make this Kasuri Methi into a fine powder. So we're gonna roast it a little bit, just for like literally not long at all. And this burns really fast, so only put this on for like 30 seconds to a minute on the heat, and then you're gonna turn off the heat. This is already dried, but we're making it more dry so we can make the powder, the fine powder. All right, so after you take the Kasuri Methi off of the pan, off the stove, you're gonna put it in a bowl or a plate, and you're gonna put it in your hand and go like this to make a fine powder. It's gonna look something like that. And this is what it looks like when it's all fine, and yeah. And this is what the Kasuri Methi looks like when it's a fine powder. All right, now that the pressure cooker is done, we're just waiting for it to cool down so that we can open it. All right, now that the steam has been let out of the pressure cooker, we are going to open her. And then we're gonna put the sauce in there. And make sure we get all the sauce. Okay. And now we're gonna stir. And then we'll be continuously stirring and mashing for 20 minutes until it's ready or so. Turn on, okay. All right, and now we're gonna turn this back on to saute. And then we're gonna continuously stir until it's the right consistency. All right, and now we're gonna add some salt because we haven't added the salt yet. So I'm just gonna salt to taste. So taste while you go, so you know how much salt you want. We're gonna start with a tablespoon here. All right, and I'm just gonna use my spoon to match everything on the side as I go. All right, and you're just gonna keep stirring this every few minutes so that it doesn't stick or burn at the bottom. And you're just gonna keep stirring it until it's a thicker consistency. And now we are going to add our Kasuri Methi fine powder. And keep stirring, baby. Keep stirring. And we have this cooker on the stovetop setting, but if you were to do this on your regular stovetop, you would want to bring this to a boil while you're mixing. You're gonna wanna keep on checking your dal makhani as it's cooking because it's boiling, so it can burn really fast. So you just need to pay attention to it really closely. All right, so now we're gonna shut the cooker off. We're gonna take this off. We're gonna add 2 more tablespoons of butter. Stir that around. It's gonna be this consistency. Still bubbling. All right, so once the cooker has cooled or calmed down a little bit, it's not bubbling like crazy, you just mix it a little bit. And you want it to be this consistency. That's how you know it's ready, it's done. So we added the butter. And now at the very end, we are going to add about 2 tablespoons of cream. You can make a little swirly. There. All right, and now the dal makhani is completed and it's ready to be served. All right, now I'm mixing in the cream. And I'm going to serve it in this bowl. All right, thank you for joining us on this journey to make dal makhani. And now I'm going to try it. It's delicious. Please like and subscribe.